So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page.
Brazil against Portugal.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Shot at goal! Goal! Portugal! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So, a breakthrough already.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And the through ball. This looks promising. Rummenigge. There's the shot! He's got a goal! 2, and we've barely begun here. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's a throw-in. Ball's out once more. It's a promising position. Kukcu. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Back into the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No joy this time. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed.
Goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again in double quick time! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Marquinhos. Bergkamp. Pulisic. Now the cross. Oh, what a climb! Great football, shot and save.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos plays it short. And he shoots! And another try! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Cruyff, a true great in every sense of the word. Cannavaro. And it's Davids. Pulisic. Chouameni. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Threads one in. Decent chance! He scored! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter.
There's the whistle for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. So off we go once more. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Haaland. Great ball and he's in, shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Terrific header! Just off target. Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well read, and the danger is averted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's making a real surge on the left, and he's managed to get free. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 14.
Corner number 2 then.
Coming on to replace him is number 11, Mbappe.
Big header! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Roberto Carlos does well to get it back. Davids. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Oh, he's bustling through here. Just the keeper. Haaland! Oh, he's caught him in or out. Portugal presented with a golden opportunity here.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 21.
The
Raul.
chance to pull further clear.
Number 3. Marquinhos. Coming on the field. Number 13. Neymar. Number 18. Costa Curta.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And it's Neymar. Knocks it into space. And the shot! He has done it! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Oh, this looks sharp. Bergkamp. Over to the left. Played back in. Roberto Carlos. Kukçu. Nicely worked. And the shot! And he hits the net! And the lead is extended still further.
After 82
A momentary
minutes,
lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Cap. Coming on the field.
So
number
now the
22,
difference is 3.
Number 10.
Cruyff.
Messi.
Haaland. Davids. And it's Ødegaard. It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's in a great position here. And he's in on goal. And a chance! Oh, off the bar! Davids. Cannavaro. Neymar. Now Ødegaard. Well, that looks a decent... There's the header! It's a goal! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter.
And that will be it. Portugal are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and
The
welcome
conditions
to today's
contributing
match.
to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Searching pass he's played there. Rijkaard cuts it out. Stojkovic aims beyond the defence. Lewandowski showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Can he get on the end of this? Looking for the run. And that pass just didn't quite work. And that was very necessary. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? They want to be quick to recover this. That's going to go a long way. Messi. Looking for a runner. No, that's been intercepted. Lewandowski. And he cuts out the supply. Still goalless. Raul. And this is Lewandowski. And shifted it to the flank. Roberto Carlos. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Ball comes in.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Stojkovic. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's a key intercept. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Raul. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Just about within shooting range. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Now it's Owen. And it's Otto. Otto. Chance to deliver. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
It's Raul! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
India have reclaimed it. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Chouameni spots it and intercepts. That's really well cleared. Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi looking to run onto it. He's having a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Threads one in. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Lewandowski. He's looking wide. Stojkovic. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
It's their second corner of the game.
Rummenigge. Number 4, Owen. Coming on the field, number 21, Erling Haaland. Number 13,
India are looking to go forward now.
Substitution in progress.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Corner number 3 coming up. And that has been cleared. Great chance! He scored! And that could well be the winner!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first goal of... Oh, he's been caught on it here! He rises! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Chouameni is there, and he can pick it up. David Villa. Lovely pass, but can he get... There's the shot! It's in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Oh, one moment you're in possession. Shot a goal! That is produced there, the crispest of hits.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
And it's Hullet.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Kutchu. Rafael Leao. Now, what about a counter-attack? Tries to pass it through. Great vision. Oh, well measured. And it's made its way to him. Oh, that is a good ball to find. And a chance! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy. And the referee brings it to a close. India have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome to
players on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
Azar. Kajolu. Now it's Cruyff. Great ball, and he's in here. Saliba clears it away. Messi. It's a searching pass, and he's worked it through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? Now there's a fine ball. Great challenge, time to perfection. Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's decent chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Forlan really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Chooses to go back. Distributed tidily. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a cute ball. He's one up Luis Garcia! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Hazard. It's Hazard! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. has the chance to go the other way. Odo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Beckenbauer. Roberto Carlos. And it's Kadiolu. Oh, that's a very decent ball now! Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Alexander-Arnold. And that's a good ball. Great chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Corner number 3 coming up. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Ambitious ball here. Floated through. Shapes to shoot! He's scored!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
How very smart. He just got it right.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
India. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Number 17.
India have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Number 21, Erling Haaland.
That gets things going for the second half. India carrying a 1-goal lead. Odo cuts out the pass.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, that's well spotted. Knocks it into space. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. India do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Tries to pass it through. Pull it in acres of space out wide. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
And it's Cruyff. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Opts to play it back. Chouameni. So we've reached the hour mark. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And this is Marmoush.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Makalele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and a
Chance! No mistake! Now it's Forlan, pinches it off him. Cruyff. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Rummenigge.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Ball driven towards the far post. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Kajolu with the delivery. Khan claims it, safe hands.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be
Pass
1
isn't the
minute
best.
added time.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's India get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. Bullish header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the more productive players around, despite being a defender. When you look at his stats and see his contributions, you can...
Oh, he's been caught up, and he's following up! Goal! Besiktas! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, a breakthrough already. Kajolu! Kajolu! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! A finish right from the top draw! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
He's had a hit!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Zaire Emery. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And this is Ronaldo, and it's played in, and that is expertly dealt with. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Fernandez cuts it out. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Searching pass he's played there. That's a corner kick. And now they can clear their lines. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. Plays it in low. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Kajolu. And Adams. Now he's off and running. Fernandez. Neymar. Oh, good spread. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Tries to pass it through. Shapes to shoot! Bullet. Luis Garcia. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kajolu. Played into space. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Messi is there, and he can get that clear. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Otto. That's very neat. Deep cross. Oh, what a climb! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And the finish! And he hits the net! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Number 17.
India take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need...
He's gone for goal! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Camavinga. Mbappe. There's a sharp little ball here. Oh, no joy this time. Chouameni. Rummenigge. Messi. And it's Neymar. Chouameni. It's Roberto Carlos. Beckenbauer. Adams. Kajolu. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, good, and the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And the lead is extended still further. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. India have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters. who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Serginho has it in a wide position. Nice control. Swept in. Mbappe! Goal! Manchester United! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
The goal scored for Manchester
So,
United
a breakthrough already.
after 8 minutes is number 10, Kylian
Rummenigge.
Mbappe.
And this is Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Nice interception, well timed. Looking to play him in, and it's Serginho. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Serginho receives it in a wide position. Quarter of an hour played. Neymar goes looking wide. Not the most accurate pass.
India are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! And he's following up! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Fernandes. Manchester United are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Adams attempts a clearance. That's good play. Crossed it. Mbappe! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Beckenbauer. Odo. Chouameni. And Kadiolu. Messi.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Bullet, a true great in every sense of the word. Now it's Mbappe. Odo. Bullet. Odo. Chouameni. Referee's given a throw. Adams. And it's Odo.
There will be 1 minute
Luis
added
Garcia.
time.
Luis Garcia. Rummenigge. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
India really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Bullet. Luis Garcia. Chouameni. India finding their passes. Now it's Luis Garcia. Well read, nice interception. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And it's Fernandes. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's hoisted clear. Cruyff can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Swings in, he rises! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking for a runner. Tries a shot! It's there! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Neymar, oh, what a clock! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And he hits the net! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Substitutions taking place.
Time for a change in personnel. And that is that. India were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is... India can almost taste it. They don't need to
Hello,
seal the deal
everybody,
here
and
and now, of
welcome to
course, but their
today's
supporters
match.
sense that they can do it, and they will settle for nothing else. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. India cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Owen. And it's Otto. Kirkchu. Shapes to shoot! Yes! Could it be coming? Is it coming? Those fans believe it just might be. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Owen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
India penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Cruyff. David Villa, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's in, there's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
India with the corner, they're first. Keeper has taken decisive action. He's had a shot! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Villa's cross. Shot could be on. No way through, so back it comes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. White is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's going to have his name taken. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Well, there's the clearance. Otto swings it. It's a mighty effort! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time.
Oh, what has happened here? Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And the first half is done. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Please drink responsibly. Anyone
India
appearing intoxicated
are heading
or
into the
behaving
break
in an
very
inappropriate
happy
manner
with
will
how
be
it's gone
removed.
so far.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Owen. Number 18.
Here we go
Johan
again.
Cruyff. Coming on the field, number 21, Erling Haaland.
Bullet, the man we've all come to watch.
11, Scholes.
India, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
He's got goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
India find a position of real strength now. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. David Villa looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt...
Oh, he's been caught napping! A big header! Oh, taken with style! Just cruising! They are cruising! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Scholes. Now it's Villa. Threads one in. Shot at goal! It's in! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
India are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Caught offside that time. Caceres. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Carlos has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Just 5 minutes left. Mbappe! Bellingham. That's a cute ball. Chips it through. Now it's Haaland. And he's got the beating of real chance! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And the keeper beats it away.
Added time.
Mbappe.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Rodri. And it's Caceres. 5 minutes to add. Oh, easy pickings there. And that's it. India are going up, and now they can. India are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a... Oh, what has happened here? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Kukçu. Heading backwards. And here's Hullet. And the shot! They've scored! He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we... There's the shot! It's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time! What a delicious finish, that is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
India are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Big chance, corner. India with the corner, they're first. And that has been cleared. Here's a chance! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
He's had it taken off him. Adams. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, he's going for goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Argentina with another chance from a corner. Corner number 2 then. Argentina awarded another corner. Argentina have their third corner. And it's been taken short. And this is Park Ji-sung! And he shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, delightful ball. And in! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's had a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Owen is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Little doubt, that is a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Yamal. Oh, it's come loose. Roberto Carlos. Dink through.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's shifting through the gear. Kachu! It's fallen kindly here. A whisker away from making it 4.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's it.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
India absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
India are relentlessly steamrollering their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply.
Substitution.
So off we go once more. That has not gone well. India different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Araujo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rummenigge. Taken back almost at once. Argentina are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Outstanding save to keep that out.
Look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Played in by... Chance! It's a goal! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
India are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And another try! Goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Kimmich, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a cute ball, and he was quick to react. Roberto Carlos. Well, that looks a decent ball.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Beckenbauer. Kukçu. Looking for options for movement. Cruyff in acres of space. Oh! Crossbar comes to the rescue. He's got a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exit.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here.
The midfield three, Peter. I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The goal scorer after 9 minutes is number 13, David Villa.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That is a great pick out. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Darwin, and it's Rosicky. And here's Nunez. David Villa. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Mbappe. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Saliba. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Camavinga. Mbappe! Mbappe! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Mbappe is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
David Villa given the lift of his goal. Neymar. Messi.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Rosicky. This looks promising. Now it's Villa. Pullet. And here's Nunez. That's a nicely weighted pass. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That'll be a throw. And it's Tchouaméni. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now he's got space here. Great ball, and he's in here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
India are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Camavinga. Roberto Carlos. And it's Rosicki. Now it's Darwin. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Hullet. And Hullet! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Hullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Eric Garcia tries to clear. Roberto Carlos. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Robertson. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Can he spark a counter here? Tries to pass it through. Roberto Carlos. And it's Kukçu. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Messi. Just about up to 75 minutes. Mbappe! Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Villa. Tries to play it through. David Villa. Great chance! Cleared without hesitation. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Mbappe. Now it's Messi. He is just caressing the ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
That is good alertness. It's a good ball out wide. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. David Villa taking in the accolades, having been... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled out all
match.
the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then.
There's very little doubt, Peter, as to where the key supply route in this setup is going to be from.
Got to be for Nielsen, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, very much the quintessential Brazilian winger of vintage mould, I would say, and I'm sure he'll prove very productive.
And he's got so much pace, hasn't he? And all of those tricks.
The fact that he can play on both wings as well is a really important factor.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Climbs up! It's in! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Number 20.
So, a breakthrough already.
Rummenigge.
Rummenigge, just the goal, and the shot! And it's in! 2, and we've barely begun here. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
India are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to...
Chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. Quarter of an hour played. Looks to the other side. Passes short and sharp. Look at the... Rummenigge! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Might be danger here. It's a really well-measured ball. Kadiolu unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Here, shapes to shoot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking for options for movement. And this is Cruyff. Rummenigge. Cleared without complication. Oh, that's a key interception. Knocks it into space. Roberto Carlos made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Oh, they could be caught out. Big chance! It's in! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. An act of charity gratefully received.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Oh, shooting chance! He scores! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
And he's being shifted off it. That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rijkaard with the clearance. He won't be happy with that one. Otto. Owen. Chance, surely! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. India with the corner, they're first. Punched away.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Some good work on the right flank here. So what can they make of this? Just eases him off the ball. He's picked his way through. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
India are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
India head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Owen. Coming on to replace him.
And the second half gets underway.
Number 21, Erling Haaland.
Beckenbauer. India come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Odo. Haaland. Nice bit of trickery. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Baresi. Rummenigge is having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! The maestro, the legend, and now the hat-trick hero. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So now the difference is 3. India are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Kajolu. Pullet. Pullet! Sticks it away! Just cruising! They are cruising! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And now he has 2.
Substitution.
India are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Now it's Haaland. Face to face with the keeper. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Roberto Carlos. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And they've got rid. India have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Haaland. A heavy challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Cruyff. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. This, the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Roberto Carlos! And he seemed certain to get the sixth. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. India pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorse. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the ball is out of play. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Who else but Lionel Messi? I don't need to tell anyone what he's capable of. Some critics don't rate him as the best player on the planet. That's because
he's having a go! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Bardazzi. Messi. Now this could be a chance. Neymar! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
India are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. He's through, now is he in?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Nicely aimed pass. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Adams. Beckenbauer, and the counter is on. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Oh, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play.
Chance! Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
Oh, you make it sound so simple. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Luis Garcia. And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are back underway.
India really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's good play. That's a throw. Rummenigge. And this is Cruyff. And it's Kadiolu. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
Can he finish? He scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
India grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's in a great position here. It's a mighty effort! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Neymar. And here's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kadiolu, given the lift of his goal. Kadiolu. Pull it.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. India clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Chouameni. Rummenigge. Over to the left. Looking to play him in. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Mbappe! That's very neat.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Odo. And it's
There will
Hullet.
be 1 minute added
Now, he's
time.
got space here. Gets into some space. Fires it in. Tries a shot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it!
The goal scorer!
Complete a win. And the referee brings it to a close. India have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now the ball in. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That is lovely. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
And it's Messi. Can he get it through? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Messi plays it short. Pings it across. That's really well cleared. India are looking to go forward now. Odo.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Cruyff is flagged offside. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And he's gone searching crossfield. Elanga. Knocks it out wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, sweet feet. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Out of play for a goal kick. McAllister. Madrid were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Bullet, a true great in every sense of the word. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fernandez, it's a really well-measured ball. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Messi. He's got away. Picked out brilliantly. Now the delivery. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Oh, he's been caught napping! Showing good feet. Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he welcomes it in. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. The breakthrough arrives at last. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Elanga knocks it into space. And that is not finding anyone. Fernandez. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Oh,
Messi.
really well played.
Now there's a fight. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Hullet. Otto. Great vision. Luis Garcia. Oh, that's a fine interception.
India clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Tries a shot! Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Good ball, good take. Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And it's Fernandez.
I thought it was going to happen then.
At a
How
time.
many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's been cut out, well played. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. India have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the
Please
tightest
be
of
reminded
leads.
that drinking is only allowed
Well,
in
it's
the areas
picking up
shown
the
in
Man
this
of the
map.
Match
Thank you very
award,
much for your
and no
cooperation.
surprise there. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. India come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Luis Garcia. It's Luis Garcia! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. And that has been cleared. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I think it'll be interesting to see what Warren Zaire-Emery has been tasked with. First and foremost, he's a defensive midfielder, and to play that position you need athleticism, you need legs, you need to be able to get about the pitch. And I think he adds a good balance to the team, because defensively he knows there's going to be a lot of traffic around him and he has to deal with that and try and avoid yellow cards. But offensively too, he becomes an integral part of the team in starting those build-ups.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Alexander-Arnold gets into a good position. Kajolu. Now it's Cruyff. Still goalless. Luis Garcia. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. There's the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. out here against this opponent. On. That part well into most really well, and that last been for the lack of trying.
The scoreline, it's been see it could have come, but for
and engrossed off. There we start. 0 already back on the
both get good. About to change a little more
into it. Simplicity about this running fence on the best from either side. Yeah, in a hurry. Thirsty goal for which
Number
goal for the goals panel.
just how will be well, I'm quite hold up play quite as teammates were very
Cadiol from the back. Plays short. The movement on, and we are change.
have to admit this in defense
Have brought them.
at least it's earned to the boss, but pretty good. What they're going to realize that they won't get excess, so fine line.
Indian fear promotion. They're having to navigate a position here.
Hey, Peter, I think by not when it was going to happen. How many chances can realistically expect?
Jimenez gets it away. India get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, it looks like a big game. Son Heung-min! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Cruyff powering forward here. Danger averted for now. Adams. Now it's Luis Garcia. That is good strength. Knocks it into space. Decent chance! It's there! That is his ton, and does he not know it? So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
It's a mighty effort! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Zaire Emery. Nicely shaped ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Luis Garcia. Cruyff. A true great in every sense of the word. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Otto. He's a sharp little ball here. Delivers with... climbs up big! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
He's gone for goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
India find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Tremaine is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Odo, and it's Hullet. India have hit a quick-fire double here. Zaire Emery, that's an imaginative pass. Isak looking to get on the end of this. Hullet.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Odo. Well, that looks a decent ball. Lewis Gus, terrific header! It's a goal! The maestro, the legend, and now the hat-trick hero. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Just a quick
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
India are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead, and the shots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shot a goal! And he hits the net. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
After 51 minutes is number 17, Luis Garcia.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Takes a shot! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working. There they go, hunting again.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Nice control. No way through, so back it comes. He's having a go! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
He's away! Oh, well played. Hullet, who's set up 1 goal so far. Cruyff. It's Roberto Carlos. Rummenigge. Now it's Cruyff. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Luis Garcia does have his name on the score sheet, of course. He's being urged to shoot. Can he finish? Oh, what a... And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And pull it! In for the pieces! He has done it! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
After 77 minutes.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Coming on the field is
Messi.
number 20, Kane.
Well timed, excellent interception. Chouameni. Luis Garcia. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played out to the left flank. Cross into... Oh, smashing header! He's got a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Good read, needed to be
Fernandez.
And Zaire Emery.
Minutes has been indicated.
4 added minutes on the board. And it's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min looking to penetrate opposite. Great chance! And it's in! How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Rummenigge lapping up the limelight here. Limelight with which he is just so familiar.
This is a quick reminder to let you know that you'll be able
After
to
all of
catch
that, Jim,
today's match
what are you thinking?
broadcast live
India
on our
definitely
club's
impressing
FM
me here,
station.
especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running...